You say you got a dream. Good. Now what you gonna do about it? Because talk is cheap. Dreams are expensive. And the price ain't money. It's pain, it's sacrifice, it's blood, sweat, and late nights when nobody's watching and nobody's clapping and nobody cares. But you keep going anyway. The real dreams are expensive. They cost effort, pain, and sacrifice. Everybody wants to dream big, but not everybody's willing to pay the price that comes with it. You can't expect success on clearance. Dreams don't go on sale. You're gonna pay full price with your time, your energy, your focus, and your consistency. That's the currency. That's the grind. You can't swipe for it. You can't wish for it. And you can't wait around hoping it shows up. You've got to go get it, and you've got to bleed for it. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep. It's staying focused when everybody else is distracted. It's sacrificing comfort today so you can live the vision tomorrow. That dream you say you want, it's gonna test you. It's gonna demand you grow into the version of yourself that can carry it. It won't hand itself over just because you're passionate. Passion fades, discipline stays. And if you're not ready to give up some things to go after that dream, then you're not serious. Everybody sees the success, but they don't see the cost. They don't see the lonely nights, the missed parties, the moments of doubt that had to be pushed through. Chasing a dream means showing up when no one is watching. It means doing the work when there's no spotlight, no claps, no recognition. It's easy to perform when the crowd is cheering, but chasing your dream happens in the dark, in the quiet, in the places where only your commitment knows what you're doing. You show up to practice. When it's raining, you show up to study when your friends are out. You show up to grind when your body says rest and your mind says quit. That's the difference between dreamers and chasers. Dreamers talk about it, chasers live it. When nobody's checking for you, when nobody texts you motivation, when nobody is hyping you up, you still get up and do what has to be done. That's the work that separates average from greatness. It's the work nobody sees that builds the confidence everybody admires. Because chasing your dream is personal. It's not about proving people wrong. It's about proving yourself right. It's about keeping promises to yourself when no one would know if you broke them. You become dangerous when you no longer need validation to act. When your effort isn't based on who's watching, but on who you're becoming, the world won't hand you success. You have to take your shot. Nobody's coming to tap you on the shoulder and say, it's your time. You don't get picked, you pick yourself. Opportunities don't just show up, you create them through hustle, through focus, through relentless execution. Too many people sit back waiting for permission to chase what they were born to do. But the world doesn't give permission, it gives resistance. And your job isn't to wait, it's to break through. You don't knock once and walk away. You knock until the door breaks off the hinges. You knock until they know your name, until the room you were locked out of becomes the room you own. The world doesn't move for intentions, it moves for action. You can dream big all day, but until you move, until you show up, until you outwork everyone in the room, that dream stays just a wish. Life's not going to give you a spotlight, so you build your own stage. You don't wait for the perfect time because there isn't one. You start where you are with what you've got. And you build brick by brick, until you earn your place. Failure, rejection, and setbacks are part of the process. You don't get to chase your dream and skip the struggle. That's not how it works. You're going to get knocked down. You're going to hear no more than you hear yes. And there will be days when you question everything you thought you believed. But that's where the real ones are separated from the wishers. Failure is not the end unless you stop. Rejection is not a wall, it's a test. And setbacks aren't signs you're off track, they're signs you're on a real one. If the path were easy, everybody would walk it. But it's hard, it's gritty, and it demands more of you than you thought you had. The greats didn't make it because they never failed. They made it because they refused to stay down. Every no was fuel. Every door that slammed just made them find another way in. You've got to be stubborn with your belief and flexible with your method. The dream doesn't care how you feel. It only responds to how you move. You keep getting back up, keep showing up, keep building, because the process is shaping the version of you that can actually handle the dream when it shows up. Discipline must replace motivation. When it fades, motivation feels good, but it doesn't last. It's a spark, not a flame. You can't build a legacy on a feeling that comes and goes. Discipline is what carries you when the excitement wears off, when the hype is gone, and when no one is clapping. Discipline is waking up when the bed is warm, showing up when you don't feel like it, and doing the work when your mind says, skip it. It's not about being inspired every day. It's about being consistent every day. Success doesn't come to those who move when it's easy. It comes to those who move no matter what. That's the grind. That's the grind. That's the muscle. Discipline is what creates separation between the ones who almost made it and the ones who finished the race. You can't rely on motivation because storms will come, setbacks will happen, and your feelings will betray you. But discipline never lies. Discipline is truth in motion. It's proof you want it even when you're tired, frustrated, or unseen. When you make discipline your default, quitting stops being an option. You stop negotiating with yourself and start honoring your commitment over your comfort. Every single time you either chase your dream or watch it die. There's no middle ground. You can't half commit to something and expect it to come alive. Dreams don't survive off of good intentions. They need bold action. Every day you hesitate, every day you choose comfort over courage, that dream gets quieter, dimmer, weaker. You think you've got time, but time isn't guaranteed. Every moment you waste is a moment you could have been building. You don't get to wish your way into success, you grind your way into it. You hustle like your back's against the wall, like there's no plan B. Like this dream is oxygen and you're suffocating without it. The ones who chase it with everything they've got are the ones who see it become real. And the ones who sit back waiting for the perfect conditions, they end up watching someone else live what they only talked about. You don't need approval. You don't need applause. You need urgency. That dream inside of you is your responsibility. Nobody else can birth it. Nobody else can carry it. You've got to go all in, burn the excuses, and commit to showing up no matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it gets. You've heard every word. Now it's time to make a decision. You can't sit in the middle anymore. You either rise or you stay stuck. You either go after it or you keep dreaming about it. That dream that's been burning in your chest, that vision you see when no one else does, that whisper in your soul that says, there's more. It's not there by accident. You were built for it. You were wired for it. But wanting it isn't enough. The world is filled with people who want something but never move toward it. That won't be you. You're not here to survive. You're here to take over. You're here to rewrite the story, to break the cycle, to leave a legacy that echoes long after you're gone. You now understand that dreams are expensive. They come with a price. The price is showing up when you're tired, believing when it feels impossible, sacrificing when it hurts, and staying locked in when everything around you is falling apart. Most people won't pay that price. Most will take the easy route. They'll quit when it gets hard. They'll fold when it gets uncomfortable. But not you. You've got a different mindset. You've got that whatever it takes in your blood. You've got that fire that doesn't go out just because the room gets cold. You've got the type of hunger that doesn't go away until you eat, until you feed that dream with action, with discipline, with the type of consistency that can't be shaken. You know now that chasing your dream doesn't start in front of an audience. It starts in silence. It starts in those lonely moments when you choose to keep going. When no one is texting you to keep pushing, when nobody is watching your effort, and there's no applause, no likes, no followers, just you, your work, and your will. That's where champions are made. That's where empires begin, in silence. You've got to build when it's quiet so you're ready when it gets loud. You can't expect to shine on the stage if you're not willing to grind in the shadows. You understand now that the world won't give it to you. It's not looking to hand out success. It's not checking for you until you give it a reason to. That's why you've got to create your own lane. You've got to build when nobody believes, speak it when nobody agrees, and act like you've already won before anyone claps. Don't wait to be chosen. Choose yourself. Write your own ticket. Knock on the doors until they open, or build your own if they never do. There's no room for entitlement in the grind. Only ownership, only execution, only hunger. You've been told failure and rejection are part of the process. So when they come, and they will, you won't be surprised. You'll already know they're not stop signs. They're stepping stones. Setbacks don't mean stop, they mean level up. Every time you get hit and keep moving, you get stronger. Every time you hear no and keep going, you get closer. Every moment you get knocked down and decide to stand back up, you're proving that the dream doesn't control you. You control it. And the only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is your ability to keep showing up no matter what tries to break you. You've realized that motivation fades, and that's okay. That's why you don't build your future on a feeling. You build it on discipline. Discipline is what wakes you up when you're exhausted. Discipline is what gets you through the days when your why feels far away. You don't need to feel inspired every day. You need to stay committed it every day. Winners aren't the most excited. They're the most consistent. They don't let their emotions dictate their execution. They lock in on the mission and move no matter what's going on around them. And now you know this. If you don't chase your dream, no one's going to chase it for you. No one's going to hand it to you. No one's going to fight your battle. You either chase your dream or watch someone else live it. You either build the vision or become a spectator to someone who did. The clock's ticking. The opportunity is waiting. And every second you hesitate is a second you could have moved closer. You don't get to wait for the perfect time because there is no perfect time. The time is now. The only thing left to do is act. So here's the truth. You were born with something inside you that the world hasn't seen yet. It's your job to bring it to life. You don't owe anyone an explanation, but you owe yourself results. You owe yourself follow through. You owe yourself the dream, not as a fantasy, but as a reality. And the only way to get there is to chase it like your life depends on it, because it does.